Hello, and welcome, my Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do you need to shadow read for this full moon in Aquarius to new moon in Virgo, August 2023? I am your reader, Mark, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm not bad, I'm just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions. It's 1998, 25 years in service at the time of this recording, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is organized in chakra chapters, different graces for different chakras. I mention it because there are chakras in this reading, and the Kindle version is available if you would like to click the link in the description box to get a preview of the table of contents and some other cool stuff in the beginning of it. But that's the Kindle version, had to be toned down because the original version, which you can find over on patreon.com/drawingthecircle, is a visual Fellini film fest of a chakra spectrum, a rainbow of color. It's quite a bit. We couldn't fit it all on Kindle. All of my subscribers over on Patreon get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in with me pretty much every single morning when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so they can literally chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, Sabbath, Esbat, full moon, high holy day. It's an amazing thing. We always end with a prayer, a blessing, a little something, send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living. They also get access to all of the extended readings, past, present, and future, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They're juggernauts. They're all relationship stuff based, and there's an awful lot of them. Most of the extended readings are over an hour, so if you like detail, I'm your witch. They also get an extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling, and readings and all of that. We'll talk about it at the end of the video, which is that way. We'll get there at the end if you want to hang out for that. But I do highly recommend it for my creative friends out there, particularly Sagittarians, mutable fire. So much creative freedom, still within guidelines though. It is not OnlyFans, not for at least another year, we'll see. But go check it out, click the link. And if you feel so called, you can try us out for 7 days, 7-day free trial as a seeker or a human. Jump out the last day, I don't care. Check out what we got going over there. You get the daily check-ins and you get the extended readings with the extensive discount. You gotta wait for the 8th day, right? Be a subscriber. So check the link, check me out if you like, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you could just call me Mal, and I'm doing this on a Sunday. My cats just woke up from a nap, so let's see if there's any feline intervention. In the meantime, let's do some explanation before we get to the divination for the new Sagittarians and crosswatchers. Jump ahead if you feel so drawn, but we are going to be talking about the astrology of this rather twicky 2-week series from full to new moon in August 2023. An 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular. We're going to be looking at a 2-week timeline for the letting go, the releasing, the surrendering, the alchemy, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, illusion to truth. 3 atoms in between lead and gold that cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, only released. Surrendered, alchemized is the language I prefer, and we're doing this with 2 healing systems, Caroline Mace archetype deck and Matt Kahn healing mantra, bookending this. Got 2 tarot decks here, Daughters of the Moon, Heart, Third Eye, Crown, dynamic chakras, the Mythic Tarot for the root, sacrum, solar plexus, the lower 3 chakras. We're going to remove those 3 atoms, at least asking for the help from the whispers of Lord Ganesh, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles to kind of help us deal with those 3 atoms. Then we're doing animal, vegetable, and mineral with 3 oracles. We're doing animal with the Divine Animals Oracle, vegetable with the Magical Herb Oracle, and mineral with the Crystal Oracle. That's new. My guides change it for me every now and again. I'm glad they did. This is fun. And of course, we'll be ending with that Matt Kahn healing mantra. So let's look at this 2-week period, because it's a tricky, sticky one. To start with, we've got a very, very good beginning here. Full moon in Aquarius, Tuesday, August 1st, which is also Lamas, Luchnesad, Loaf Mass, Midsummer. the point between summer solstice and autumnal equinox. I know, summer's almost over, folks. We're halfway through. And that's at 2:32 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York. Now, enjoy that. It's very powerful. It's a high holy day, a solar Sabbath on a full moon. Go for it. When the moon rides at its peak, then your heart's desire seek. Enjoy it for a couple of days, and then usually starts the releasing, the letting go, the shadow work that will bring us to the new moon. Now, this new moon is tricky. It goes void, of course, at the same time it goes new. Not great for magic, because I do the 5-card draws, the waxing reads, to plant a seed and watch it grow. So, by the way, that happens Wednesday, August 16th, 5:38 a.m. I'm not going to be awake for that anyway, and nor is void, of course, the best time to do that. So if you can put it off until the moon goes into Virgo, 7:14 p.m., particularly planting a seed in mutable earth, that could be a very, very powerful, and I'll have those 5-card reads out. I already have them set up. I just have to actually do them. In between those two dates, not a lot of astrology going on. One's really lovely, the other's really tricky. Let's start with the lovely, right? Spoonful of sugar. Monday, August 7th is the astrological cross quarter of the Sabbath of Lughnasadh, Lamas, Loaf Mass. Many different traditions celebrate it in many different ways and call it many different things. When the sun is at 15 degrees Leo, right in the middle of Leo, right? That's the astrological moment. So sure, August 1st, August 2nd, that's when I do the public stuff. That's when it's on the calendar, right? But my personal stuff, I save it for that day. So August 7th, that should be interesting. That's on a Monday. But now the tricky, sticky, Chiron is now retrograde. The wounded healer, it's an asteroid. It's in your chart somewhere. I would have a look because it's retrograde in Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, the child, right? So a lot of childhood traumas rising up in people of all ages to be alchemized. And guess what? It's retrograde until December 23rd. Happy holidays. But it could be, right? If you actually do the inner child work, or, I mean, we're seeing this all over the world, so no one escapes that. It's about how we alchemize our pain to peace, our toxic to healthy, blah, 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 blah. So, like I said, very, very interesting 2-week period, but that's going on, that retrograde, for a while. So all of these shadow reads are going to be a part of that moving forward, at least until the end of December. So look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. I do. I write all of them down. I apply all of the shadow work for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs in the 8 cards. And of course, I use the little spell kits and the 5-card draw. Beautiful, beautiful, plant a seed, watch it grow. And cross watchers, you have the opportunity for some sympathy, empathy, insight, and understanding to the Sagittarius you are cross-watching for. And if you apply some of this to yourself, particularly that Metcon healing mantra at the end, you will be assisting them in releasing their 3 atoms, alchemizing their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, blah, 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 and helping them live a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life in a more golden timeline than a leaded timeline, infinite numbers of them, quantum whoozy what's this, and you know, why not? That's going to make a better world for all of us as we all choose more wise, loving, empowered choices and decisions, moving us all into a better world. Yeah. I think that's enough explanation, don't you? Let's do the divination. I'm glad to do it for the new people. You just don't want to drop people down into a mystical shadow read first time. So the shift from all of that explanation, like I said, I'm glad to do it, to the divination that I was born to do, sent into this life to do. That happens in the still point. So let's find that still point. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I promise you, I will do my best to help anyone alchemize their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, illusion to truth, and it's completely selfish. I want to live in a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, and that's why I'm doing my shadow work for myself. So let's go there. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I can hear you. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Sagittarius collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. who are watching this video drawn to this reading. Hey, Christopher. What is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra hovering over the heads of the Sagittarians and or the Crosswatchers? Reason, season, or lifetime? Indicating the shadow work, the soul power being developed through the alchemy of shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, this full to new. Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Shit. The mother archetype has nothing to do with biological gender, but of the 9 different families of archetypes, it is the feminine family. So don't get it twisted. This is not about body parts and DNA. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. I call this lead, this gold. Somewhere there are 3 atoms. And again, the reason, season, or lifetime. You can be dealing with this reason, season, or lifetime, or be dealing with somebody who has it reason, season, or lifetime. So the leaded mother. Wire hangers. Smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. I should have known you would know where to find the boys and the booze. The gold you're shooting for here, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, and here's the beautiful joy in giving birth to life. Now that could be creative life, creative projects, gardening, it could be anything, that just state of creative power that is the mother archetype. Okay, maybe you're dealing with your mom, if you are a mom, right? You want to talk ancient archetype, there has always been a mother here on planet Earth, because we even call planet Earth mother. So let's get into the feminine energy then. One card from the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Heart, Third Eye, Crown reading, essentially. The internal, but throat chakra minimum. Your choice, your free will to do the alchemy or not, because you can delay it, but you can't prevent it. How many times do you want to keep reincarnating to get this shit done? Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, still point. Goddesses override. As I call to my beloved goddesses of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please. Beloved goddesses of mutable fire, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What's going on inside, yin side, heart, third eye, crown dynamic to help them alchemize the mother archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, this full to new. Well, you got a court card, and not just any court card. You got the mother of the zodiac, the Cancerian card. If you have any planets in Cancer, there's probably a clue, a tip, or a hint there. But if you don't, it's okay, because this is about you then on the inside. Definitely heart chakra energy here of cardinal water. This would be the King of Cups in Rider-Waite based traditional tarot, but here we have Namu, the Mother of Cups, the Cancerian card, creative water. Amniotic fluid. Cancers are the mothers of the zodiac. My mom's a Cancerian sun sign, believe me. It's the truth. I'm a nursery school teacher, too. Very creative and the best gardener, really, that I've ever had. She taught me how to garden. So this is lovely. I mean, and if you put these two cards next to each other, there's even a similar look to the feminine energies being depicted there, both archetype and sacred goddess of the waters, Namu. Look her up and get that, yeah, there is some unconditional love going on here, right? Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. I mean, amniotic fluid, creative water, cardinal water. Loving it. What's this look like on the outside? You looking at yourself from the outside in, or you from the inside out, looking at people, places, and things? Lower 3 chakras, the yang dynamic, the masculine energy, is about relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself and who you want to be. Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Still point. God's override. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please, beloved gods of mutable, beautiful, mutable fire, beloved ones, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? The lower three chakra dynamic, inside out, outside in, relationships in the world, to alchemize the mother archetype, this full to new. Well, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. A bit of back and forth. This could certainly be a second chakra dynamic, a communication or communion mentally element of air, the mind, but often thought of as a card of indecision. I see it more of a card of analysis, like listening to both sides of the argument fairly, hopefully, but certainly twos are about choices, not necessarily life-changing decisions. That's the Lover's card, right? The difference between making a cup of coffee and packing it all in and going to grow coffee beans somewhere, you know, that's life-changing. This is probably a choice. It may not be a simple choice, but if unconditional love is already on the table here, again, it's a general read, then you could take time to gestate this over a 2-week period, right? To take in the information, hear both sides. So don't crack up, bend your brain, see both sides, throw off your mental chains. Woo, ooh, ooh. The woo, ooh, ooh is very important, apparently, says Ascended Master Howard Jones. So, yeah, I mean, this is a tricky, sticky if it is, but if it's not, it might just be about hearing both sides of an argument or something particularly like a mother with 2 children, literally or symbolically. Now, it's time for Lord Ganesh to help remove those obstacles. I have a very long relationship with Lord Ganesh. Hindu, elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. When I started working with the Ashaya monks back in 1998 when I started the company. Please take a nice deep breath. First, a sphere. Still point. Ganesh override. So I call the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. Please, my dear friend and companion, Lord Ganesh, one card in clarity for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful oracle messages to help them remove the obstacles, those 3 atoms, alchemizing the mother archetype, this full to new? Belonging. Aw, belonging. Now, this feels a little on the tender side and in a good way, but with the Two of Swords, there could be a conversation about who belongs and who don't, and that can be problematic. Card number 41. Hey, we're all one at our core, right? So we have to keep coming back. No one's really born. No one really dies. Check out Course in Miracles, right? So that's why we come back. We're like, oh, I can do that better. It's just like a good video game where you're like, oh, all right, one more time. They really think, you know, because, you know, you need adrenal glands to feel stress. So, you know, you leave those behind, so I understand. Although you do take the chakric stuff with you, it's stored in your soul. Where is card number 41? There it is. Belonging. Learn to find security from within. That's new. No, it's not. In this card, Ganesha uses the mouse as his vehicle, which signifies his triumph over the ego. In Hindu mythology, the mouse symbolizes the ego, for the ego can eat away at all that is good and decent in a person. Yeah, no. Belonging seeks to solve the predicament of the ego's own perceived separation. It's only a perception. Perception is not always reality. The sun does not rise in the east and set in the west if the planet turns on an axis. Spoiler alert, Earth does. Since the ego has no conscious memory of its connection to others and to source, you experience a need to get out of seclusion by bonding with people around you. These people can be your family, peer group, or your community. The ego is neither good nor bad, just like the archetypes. They are neutral, by the way. neither good nor bad, but simply a part of you in this existence. The ego can manifest inclinations that are either more positive or more negative in nature. There are many positive aspects to belonging. You develop your ability to love, connect, bond, share, and care for others. Very mother archetype in its light. You see yourself more clearly through the mirror of relationships. It is important in belonging that you try not to seek approval through others. Through this card, Ganesh is here to help you focus on the positive feelings from being a part of a community. Learn to trust, ask for help, and rely on others. And that's what I'm looking at with that Two of Swords there. What is this conversation about? Is this about inclusion or exclusion? That's going to make the difference between the lead and the gold in this one. Removing obstacles to belonging. Yeah. And by the way, your parents haven't been your parents in every life. And your lovers haven't been your lover in every life. Just saying, right? Past life mom alert. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we are halfway through this reading, and already there is a definite theme playing out here, but I'd say this might be the problematic one so far, where the shadow work is being at least presented. But we'll see. Our next three oracles, as I said, are animal, vegetable, and mineral. Let's talk to your spirit animals and totems with the Divine Animals Oracle. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, made me burp a little. It's like, call upon. There you are, the spirit animals and totems. I love the Animal Kingdom Pantheon. The spirit animals and totems for the Sagittarius Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the loving, powerful oracle message to help them alchemize the mother, this full to new. Ooh, tarantula. Hey, if you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry, not sorry. I am a quarter Sicilian from Long Island. If I didn't know the tarantella, the Generation X, something's off. Card number 43. I'm not really arachnophobic. I'm snakeophobic. I don't even want to know the real name for it. That's how snake. Well, I'm a feline. What do you want? The Archangel of Lyons. Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mel. I know it means evil in several different languages. It's just not true. I'm really lovely underneath it all. No, that's the snake. That's the one I don't want. Card number... Oh, because it's number 13. Oh, man, they put, like, white type on white background, and then... Excuse me, I'm having a Virgo detail moment. They come and go. They come and go. Tarantula. I need the magnifying glass for this nano font. Connection. Are you kidding me? With belonging, the threads of a tarantula. It's time to bring together disparate aspects of your life. Everything is connected. When you are afraid or unsure, it is important to know that you are never alone. You can do magic. We all can. Little Doug Henning moment there. It's true. It's true. Spider magic, and specifically tarantula magic, is protective and connective. Webs don't just trap prey, said the spider to the fly. They support and protect the spider as well. It is a mistake to think that spider magic is evil or dangerous, as very few cultures see the spider in this fashion. When you feel you need a greater connection to life, or you need support, particularly in creative matters, Cancerian cardinal water on the inner, ask the spider for help. You know, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any side. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. You got the tarantula card. All right. Now look, I would certainly take that connection in terms of spiritual connections here, right? family, friends, lovers, co-workers, whatever this is about. You might very well be playing a mother role, and if you're not aware of that, that can be problematic, yeah? Particularly with unresolved mother issues. I mean, who doesn't have some sort of mother and or father issue going on? I mean, they're written into the script before we incarnate, so don't take it so personally, right? It's like a good video game, right? Your challenges are built in, but it's all just lead that's waiting, begging, screaming to be alchemized into gold, which is the point of all of this. Call it what you want, healing, ascension, whatever. You can't ascend with more lead than gold from what I understand, otherwise we would have been done with this a long time ago. So the next two cards we are calling upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, both for the Magical Herb Oracle and the Crystal Oracle. I love her, and you'll, if you're new, you'll hear why. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel, override. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, hence the magical herb and crystal oracles, please, beloved Archangel of nature, Archangel of wealth, Archangel of Lyons, please. One card in clarity for our beloved Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your loving, powerful, wise oracle from the magical herb oracle to help them alchemize the mother this full to new? Focus. Brahmi, which is an herb, but is also a Sanskrit word. I just forget exactly what I mean. There's Brahma, yeah, B-R-A-H-M-I, card number 22. So focus. Now, that Two of Swords may be indicating that there is an opportunity, at least, to focus. 21, 22, there's a lot in here. I'm just going to read you the oracle meaning. The potential is there, but more refined, focused, and greater thought is required. Okay, that seems to be on the outer there for sure. A breakthrough is indicated, but you will need to be open to it and also understand it may not be exactly what you're looking for. Oh, there's that Two of Swords choice, back and forth. Got it. Be open to any possibilities, inspiration, new ideas, understandings, and also new communications should be forthcoming. Don't take anything at face value at the moment, as you need to uncover the truth and question and explore deeper. Education, learning new skills that require mental application and gaining greater wisdom are all energies that are present. That makes sense. But again, I think that's... So if there is an emotional thing going on the inside, feelings are not facts. I mean, there's an intuitive part. Every chakra has its own kind of voice, right? But what's going on the inside here... I love my mom very much, and she's definitely, we all evolve, right? But she used to be a worst case scenario kind of mom. So she doesn't do that anymore. You know, you gain that with wisdom. She'll always be my mom, right? Even in this life and others. And so I get that. She said to me once, but I worry about you. I said, why don't you just hit me with a brick? It's faster for an empath if you want to really take us out. So keep that in mind. Focus, very important here. This has got like magical applications and potion stuff in it. It's a brilliant little bookie book there. So obviously focusing on connections, belonging, this all kind of fits together here, but don't take anything at face value. I know, Sagis get very excited. Ooh, they see a target and they just want to shoot it with a red-hot arrow. Oh, hey, Chris. But let's go to the Crystal Oracle. Again, my beloved Archangel Ariel. This is from Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, it's lovely to have a little touchstone for a 2-week period doing shadow work just to remind you. But you could, you know, put the healing mantra in it or something. Regardless, clear quartz does everything. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. my beloved Archangel Ariel once again. One card in clarity, please, from the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful oracle message from the Crystal Oracle to help the Sagittarius Collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Ooh, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers. Watching this video, drawn to this reading. Why do I feel like there's going to be a third eye stone? To help them alchemize the mother archetype from shadow light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, illusion to truth, this full to new charoite, or as I like to call it, the coochie stone. Yeah, go watch millennials, Gen Zs. There was this thing called Love Boat. Not that that's where Charo originated in any way, shape, or form, but that's probably the easiest access. Truly, truly a gifted artist, if ever there was one. I love Charo. Coochie charoite, charoite. I'm so glad they named a mineral after her. That's just such an honor. I'm sure she's got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame too. Ready? Acceptance, generosity, clarity, and inner vision. Done. Charoite is a highly spiritual crystal that helps awaken higher wisdom. Yeah, we're looking at a dominant element of air thing here for sure, with that focus, right? And that Two of Swords for sure. All will become clear through meditation. This is a time for reflection and contemplation, a time to allow your inner wisdom to guide you. You will realize that there is nothing you need to change and that all is as it should be. But man, if you've got a mother connection to someone or something, like a creative project, right? It's hard to see that, but the lead, the ego, does that, right? It's fighting for its life, because if we just accept things as they are and make wise, loving, empowered decisions, we'll be in more love than fear. See what I'm saying? Trust! Exclamation point. I swear I think he does that in everyone. In this Crystal Oracle, trust with an exclamation point. Even though the current flow of events is confusing, yeah, Two of Swords, I can see that, there is a divine order to the madness. It is only through love and acceptance that the divine order can be seen. And you'll see how it all belongs and how it's all interconnection, but you gotta give it your focus. That makes sense. You will also be touched by someone's generosity in the next few days. Maybe that's this 2-week period or after. But generosity comes in many forms, physical as well as non-physical as well. Are you generous? Only with my time, maybe. I'm a Virgo. My legs are crossed under this table, believe you me. So... Crosswatchers, wake up! It's time for the Matt Kahn healing mantra. This is the one. Grab a piece of charoite. It's a beautiful purple stone. I used to have a piece. I think I gave it to somebody who needed it. Sounds like a Virgo. But, you know, you do this a little bit every day or a lot of it every day. And this is why checking your other signs can be helpful. I put mine together, the mantras alone, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and they always make a perfectly coherent paragraph of power. Did I just say that? Yeah, I did. Anyway, let's ask the Ascended Masters. Please take a nice deep breath. Last card down. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly on behalf of the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, beloved ones, what is the perfect healing mantra that best embodies your guidance, your grace, your love, your loving power here to help the Sagittarians and the cross-watchers alchemize the mother archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, Cancerian, Mother of Cups on the inner, Cardinal Water, Two of Swords on the outer, removing obstacles through belonging, with the tarantula spider magic of connection with the focus of Brahmi, and the meditation and the inner vision of charoite, this full to new, growing beyond guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way. I know all these mantras. I had this text since it came out in 2018. Bought it right off his website, mattcahn.org. He's a .org. This is a very, very powerful one, and not the most shadow worky of these 52 cards. You could do one a week for a year. You do one for 2 weeks if you wanna, but it couldn't have happened any other way. Really is what was talked about here about that divine plan. Yeah, I don't call it the divine plan anymore. That triggers a lot of people in my community. So I call it the plan for permanently peaceful people-populated paradise planet Earth, because I love alliteration. So growing beyond guilt. Remember, it's a video game. We don't get to choose the options. We only get to choose between the options, and this feels like that with that Two of Swords. So growing beyond guilt, because only the ego believes in guilt, right? The soul certainly doesn't, and your higher self experiences all of your lives simultaneously. Big multitask. It sees the perfection because it helped write the script, right? It helped write the programming. So we're in good hands. Location, location, location. Where are you, growing beyond guilt? Have I forgotten the alphabetical order? I am a Virgo. They will take away my Virgin card. There we are, growing beyond guilt. Couldn't happen any other way. Hey, what do you want? Couldn't happen any other way. When you grow beyond guilt, there is a heartfelt acceptance that any sequence of events unfolds in a perfect flow that is organized and expressed by the universe. Not you, not me, not us on this level. Oh, create your reality as much as you want. The gods always have their way. This takes the pressure of control off your shoulders so you can enjoy the way in which life has come to be. Since everything is destined to change, the only thing that doesn't change is change. My dad said to me once, the only phrase that will remain forever true is, and this too shall pass. It's just how it is. I didn't write it that way, not that I'm aware of. Since everything is destined to change, it can only change you for the better. Growing beyond guilt enables you to see how exquisitely the gift of life unfolds. But I'll be honest with you. Location, location, location. We often see it in hindsight, or what Maslow called a peak experience, right? Like getting to the top of the mountain. Oh my God, that mountain was such a bitch to climb. And then you get there, and you see clearly now, Lorraine has gone. Who's Lorraine? Well, the desert misses her, like Lorraine. This mantra is ideal for releasing the past, unhooking from karmic patterns, and forgiving yourself. There's a certain frequency of forgiveness that only we can give ourselves. Yes, we can extend it to others, but I think that's a different frequency. So interesting, growing beyond guilt. So we got a mother growing beyond guilt with a focus on belonging and connection. If I can make all that fit in the in the title, I will. But Sagittarius has the most letters of the zodiac in it, and they only give me 100 characters. So yeah, do the math. I don't want to. Shall we? We're going to put this together in a blessimation. It's a combination of the word blessing and summation. If you're new, we discovered that word over on Patreon together as a group. We're a tight-knit bunch over there, yeah, give or take, around the world. After that, after the blessimation, we're going to talk about readings and Patreon and stuff, but you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Sometimes as the blessing happens, new clues, tips, and hints come through. Let's do this last time, I promise. Please take a nice deep breath. Making shadow reads fun. Still point. Pantheonic override. And we end as we began. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need this full moon in Aquarius to new moon in Virgo, that they may embrace their nurturance, patience, unconditional love, and joy in giving birth to life, because they have the mother of the zodiac on the inside, the mother of cups, the king of cups on the inner, intuitive, creative, cardinal water, and feeling very heart chakra right in this moment, because there is a choice to be made here, and probably possibly a bit of a back and forth, a little tug of war mentally, if we were to look at them, or maybe they're dealing with that. Maybe they are this third person here. It's really rough myth, though. Let's not talk about the pseudoswords and mythic tarot right now. It's a bit of a family. Rusties. So that they can remove the obstacles with the help of Lord Ganesh with the energy of belonging, to get that we are all one, and that there is great triumph over the ego, and that we're never really alone, because the tarantula magic is both supporting and protecting here, showing perhaps the quantum timelines. And yeah, Neil Gaiman's on American Gods for sure, how this world was actually created by a spider, that they can focus with the magical herb oracle of Brahmi to focus on the interconnection, maybe really by seeing how all the events of the past, that they can grow beyond guilt because it couldn't happen any other way as a result of the inner vision, the meditation, the very highly vibrational, spiritual energy of the charoite stone. So they can alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, their toxic to healthy, their fear to love, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life, and happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser relationships, and a happier, healthier, wealthier world in the golden timeline for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Did I just give you the feline slow eye blink? Yeah, I did. Archangel Ariel. She's like that. Did you like it? Then hit the thumbs up and like it. Did you like the new music, Underworld Catwalk? Woo! Janet Grace Alvarado. She's making an album, and I think I'm going to sing on it. I'm probably going to write some lyrics for it too. But back to this reading. If you found it helped, if you found it clicked for you, hit the thumbs up, because it's going to help other Sagittarians and cross-watchers find it, because that's what an algorithm does, and we don't have them on Patreon, which is why I love it so much. I feel like such a rebel over on Patreon. I'm sure as a Sagittarius you can probably pick up on that vibe. Lots of creative freedom over there. Still guidelines. It's not OnlyFans. I promised myself at least not for another year. We're doing well on Patreon. But all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me. We will talk about that next. We've got 2 free trials for 7 days as Seeker and Human, $3, $5 per month. And if you want the check it out, please do. But if you want the extensive discount, just stick around for the 8th day, and then thou art eligible. And I love my Patreon. I don't know any Sagittarians that don't have some kind of artistic something or other going on. We all have an inner artist, but Sagittarians are usually very, very good at putting out there at least the sun signs, right? So check it out for yourself if you're looking for some of that creative freedom. You are ruled by Jupiter, a very freedom-loving kind of planet. So have at it. Check it out and come Patreon on Patreon. And if you want to book me for one of them private readings with or without the Patreon extensive discount, there is a video in the description box, booking private sessions with Mal. I made it for the 25th anniversary when I finally raised my prices after 25 years. Explains everything in there. I never turn people away because of money, whether it's we recorded on Zoom or I travel or however that works out. It's all explained there in about 11 minutes. It makes me laugh. It makes my mom laugh. And so we're going to keep it for at least the next 25 years. We'll see how that goes. Certainly it is on my website as well, drawingthecircle.com. Nothing like a mnemonic device, right? Remember, drawingthecircle.com. Just go to the store. You'll see reading packages and spiritual counseling, as well as some other digital content there should you choose to purchase it. But all of that stuff is also over on Patreon in our new store. I have a shop. I'm so excited. So things are good here. We're moving along bit by bit. We're collaborating with the Sagittarian for some magnificent artwork. He knows who he is. I said his name twice. He should, in case he forgot it. You know, he's a Sagittarius. But seriously, though, you can do this. And if you need my help, I will be glad to help, because growing beyond guilt is something we have to do, and particularly those ties that bind, to see that it couldn't happen any other way. So, wishing you all the very, very best, and the very, very blessed, my Sagitt crabby asses. Hang in there, do the shadow work, heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.